Well, it's decision day.
You made your forecast?
I'm trying to figure out which countries in Europe let American citizens in without a quarantine. So if anybody knows that, that's all I need to know. Then I'll make my decision.
I think your forecast has been made. Mine is slightly more hopeful. I'm hopeful that by the next time we meet again, we'll know something different and have a better result.
Well, we'll see. It's the November 3rd Election Day edition of Health in 2.0. So speaking of bad decisions,
we're not sure the country's going to make a bad decision again. It just did last time.
I feel like there's a no good decision at all here situation unfolding. It's like there's a bad decision and then there's a worse decision. Either way, I feel like the end of the year is going to be a disaster.
Well, reminds me a bit about a few years ago, Under Armour bought MyFitnessPal and they just unloaded it. They were going to try and take themselves to be a connected clothing thing.
At a loss, they unloaded it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Bad decision, worse decision.
Bad decision made a long time ago, and going to cut the losses with that one and move on to something new. Or maybe go back to what you knew a long time ago worked for you, maybe around 2009 or 2016.
All I'm saying is that part that you glossed over, we made a bad decision long ago. Now we're going to cut our losses. That part, the cut our losses part, I feel like that's directly headed toward
I think the country's about it. All right, stop arguing about that. Timer Rooster is ready to go. Who we got?
All right, you ready? These are probably good decisions. Human API gets $20 million. What does this do?
It's another, as I say, it's an API. I don't get the human part, but it's another API integration engine a la Redox, Datica, and those kinds of folks in the whole, can we make the world become interoperable, your favorite thing. By the way, I'm talking about a conference, the name of which I've forgotten. This time next week, I'll put it in the link on why interoperability is not going to be as easy as people think it is.
Are you going to be able to say interoperability at this conference? We'll have to wait and see. How about KēlaHealth? They get $6 million. This is a skilled nursing tech platform. What does that mean?
Yeah, so the guy behind this ran Call 9, which blew through about 30 billion bucks and couldn't get telehealth to work in nursing homes. But post-COVID, now that we don't want to move sick people in the hospitals and from nursing homes and vice versa, and to nursing homes and vice versa, maybe it'll work. So hope so.
All right. What about 7wire spending more of their Livongo money? 18 million goes into Homethrive. What is this?
Not entirely sure, but it sounds like navigation for seniors around the healthcare system, which if it's true is a great idea. Whether it's worth the 30, 40, 50 million I think it's worth already, I don't know. But this one of these areas, it's kind of like Accolade does navigation for the folks around employers around the healthcare system. This is supposed to be for seniors. Looking forward to see how it happens. As you know, the Livongo guys, sorry, the 7wire guys are quite smart, so they probably know what they're doing here.
Yeah, probably. How about KēlaHealth? They get 12.9 in a seed round.
Talking about smart people, we met Bora Chang, you may not remember, back at Cedar Sinai a couple of years ago, when she was in their pilot doing this thing, which is like AI's for surgery, helping you figure out what patients are going to end up with what results and outcomes. Got 12 million because people clearly think it's important, including from Intuitive, which has just got a new fund.
Awesome. All right, Ontrak acquires LifeDojo. My little timer rooster.
He's back to love you. He'll never desert you, even though, you know. Who knows?
I feel like I could cuddle him. However, he'd probably pluck my eyes out, right? Like.
He's a nice timer rooster.
I'm not.
All right. Who were you asking when he went off?
Oh, Ontrak acquiring LifeDojo. Tell me about this acquisition. This is a good one. What do you think?
LifeDojo probably has a lot to go because LifeDojo, a guy called Chris Cutter's the CEO. You may remember he came to dinner you and I were at a few years ago. I bought him dinner on the grounds he was going to harm me.
That never happens. I'm surprised I don't remember this.
Who knows? It was a dinner. It was a dinner around the topic of eating disorders, which is not a place to have a dinner for. But anyway, Project Hope it was. Anyway, I bought him dinner, and he never hired me again. But other than that, it was Fred at Launchpad was one of his early seed investors, and I think they raised about $7 million to do emotional resilience support, mental health, and in general sort of, coaching for people with employers. And the company that bought them, Ontrak, which is actually now public, which has been like one of these mental health care guideline things behind several health plans that sort of buried. And they were called Cadesis. They just changed their name a few weeks ago. They've been public forever. I mean, we're like a penny stock for many, many years after how they went public years and years ago. And this year, their stock's gone from like 5 to like 65, and they're worth more than $1 billion.
Wow.
So I assume they took a bunch of that stock, decided that they were going to throw it at a company that they could sell to employers, as well as the health plans they're currently selling to. A little bit like Lyra and Calm, which got together in a partnership, except this one's an acquisition. They're both, obviously, LifeDojo is much smaller than either side of that, but interesting. We will see how it goes. They look pretty overvalued to me, but we'll see.
I'm manifesting that Lyra and Calm into a real acquisition myself. I'm manifesting that partnership.
I think the way you're saying today,
I feel like if I hope for
both sides of it, right? the calmness.
I got no skin in that game, but I feel like that would be a good one to talk about in 2021.
I know. I think if you think things are getting worse, we all need a lot more of it. Right?
I don't know. I feel like as long as I just keep trying to manifest positive things, maybe one of these days something will hit. And instead, it almost seems like the opposite of what I want to have happen happens. So I don't know. Maybe I should just stop.
Perhaps you do the George Costanza thing where you do the opposite.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm a sensitive little thing, and like all of this bad energy is just making me upset.
All right. Well, I will be certainly happy. I think I'm going to be happy tomorrow morning. I think Biden's going to win Arizona. I think he's going to win North Carolina. I think he might even win Florida. I think they'll win those 3 states that went to Trump last time. I think the presidency is going to be in Democratic hands by tomorrow morning. And, we'll have to see for the 3 months that Trump's around what the hell he does. And my forecast for the Senate is I think we get the 49 Democratic seats tomorrow night, and then we have to figure out what happens to Georgia. 2 runoffs there in January. But I could be wrong.
We'll see. For those of you keeping score at home with Matthew Holt, I'm sure he'll be live tweeting this whole election day.
Well, I will be live.
So make sure you check in on @BoltyBoy on Twitter to see what the big guy's got to say. Let's hope that he watches his mouth and remembers that he's a professional human being and doesn't start throwing around vulgarities like he did, because his co-star over at Jess will be sure to DM him and let him know about those nasty tweets. So make sure you catch those in the few minutes that they're up. How many this year so far have I sent you? What the hell are you doing? Take that down. Oh my God. Killing me. All right. And then if you want to just skip the Twitter madness altogether, all of this gets washed out and put into a positive light over at thehealthcareblog.com, where these 2 personalities get swallowed up by hundreds of contributors who write for the blog and share their opinions on how healthcare is transforming from a both policy and a technology and a business standpoint. So be sure to go to thehealthcareblog.com, subscribe for the e-newsletter there, and get those stories curated and delivered directly to your inbox once a week.
And we'll see you on the other side, and I'll see you, Jessica, presumably in quarantine in some European country.
Yeah. Whichever one will take me. Somebody tell me. See you guys. Good luck.